such a fine line between stupid and clever. Yeah.
What's up, cyberspace cadets? That's right. It's Friday. And you know what that means? It's time for Creem Streem with Irate Prostate. That's me. How y'all doing tonight? Tonight's show, we've got in the studio, of course, with us, the one and only Tim of the Hun.
Hey.
Trippypoop.
Hello, everybody.
And one of our special guest bullets. I guess we don't have, we're not using a cylinder anymore. I think it's a clip now. But we have Prospero 058.
A clipazine?
A clipazine.
Just never forget to run into the chamber.
I'm attached to a belt.
All right.
Am I part of an assault weapon now? I'm triggered.
Chamber that round, Mr. Tim.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and Zell Strike will be joining us soon, and as well, of course, Pickle, because he's actually a responsible human, and is going to his funness, his job, the thing he loves. Almost. Does everybody have a good week? How about you, Prosper? Man, we haven't touched base yet. Let me catch up with Prosper real quick.
I'm going to mute and go do something real quick. Y'all catch up.
I've had a great week. I did Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights on the Minions. Thursday, I host, and so that was a lot of fun. And it's been, it's summertime, so it's that kind of doldrums, hot, humid.
Dig.
Yeah. It's almost as bad as the dead of winter, where you're like, fuck me if I want to go out in that.
So did any of the Minions go to the VidCon?
None of the Minions that I know of, but I do know that STA and Weibo are going for Minion affiliates. But
that's right.
None of the Minions are going. None of us can afford to go. Or, I wouldn't want to go. It's just too damn many people. There's some people I would love to meet IRL. Hell, I can arrange that some other way.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do go to MythCon and meet a lot of the YouTubers of this YouTube sphere, this local thing, I guess.
Yeah, the timing of MythCon is such that it's just almost impossible for me to even consider.
They load it in the middle.
Because flying out to Milwaukee, it's in the middle of bumfuck Egypt for me. Yeah. And it's like I just there again. I'd love to meet some of the people. I've only met one of the Minions in real life, so that'd be nice. But
okay, Timma, how about your week? How was your week, girl?
She's muted.
She's still muted? Okay, Trippy, what about you, bro?
Oh, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was just I was sipping water. Apologize. I had to go use my asthma machine. It's muggy here today. I have had an awesome week. It's been fantastic having one arm. Other than that, yeah. Somebody let me know when there's a dumpster for me to set on fire, because I'm having a...
I'll watch that.
Lord.
Oh, let's say hey to the chat real quick. Rakus News, what's up? Bear Dog.
Oh,
what's up, sister?
Outlaw Bear Dog. Hey, how's it going? Where the fuck is Zell?
One of the few women I would want to be in a foxhole with, armed, in a combat situation.
I see Uzi Q out there too.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to say hi to her, but we got it. Hi, Uzi.
Yes, hello, sweet Uzi Q.
Uzi.
A woman of infinite patience, right? All right.
Oh my God, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah, I can only glean a hint, but I imagine there are times that she has to conk herself in the side of the head to get her eyes down, back, and forward a line. Oh my God.
Yeah. Greetings, James. James Tipton and William Stinchever, as usual. Thanks for the thumbs up, people.
William.
Yeah. Thanks for the subscription. Yes. We're going to go to the another room now. The big baby
Another
head
room?
room. Yes. We go
Oh,
to
the creepy baby head.
the big baby head room. That's right.
Hey, good. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I have weird memories of this place. It's weird.
No, that's the linazepam or clonazepam that they slipped you, Trippy. It's not actually a memory. It's not real. I promise.
Okay. We're watching out for glasses of water around Irate, I guess.
That's right, and no baseball bats, man. Just don't swing away either. Sorry, I'm gonna make a really stupid reference I can think of right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes.
It's okay.
I prefer scopolamine. That
You know,
gets the
I will
job
take
done.
your word for it. Most things that come in pill form make me very unhappy physically, so I don't take them.
I feel you.
The best thing about the Creem Stream is we could be feeling like a bunch of goofballs, and then you look at the news that Irate and Uzi Q dig up, and you think, hey, I'm not that bad.
Yeah,
I said, okay. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
that
okay.
fucked up.
Yeah, this shows your weekly binge cringe binge cringe. I said it backwards. Cringe binge. Cringe binge. That's right. All right is yeah. I'm playing with a half full deck tonight.
I swear Quaaludes are not involved, everybody. I swear. I promise.
No, I cannot.
There are no Quaaludes.
No. There's nothing to blame here, but my. It's a hardware issue. I'll say that.
I consider it a feature, not a bug, so don't worry about it.
No doubt. But greeting, James Tipton. Plug in and jam for me with your brother, Glenn. That's a joke. You know it is.
Okay.
Carl DeGroza, also known as Mr. Tim of the Hun, dude.
Hi, honey.
Hello, Carl.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
okay.
you want to hear some amazing stories and tales. That man has got 1,000,001 to tell people. Like, oh my God, he could tell you great stuff.
Well, we have quite an agenda, and we can start from the top and go down, or we can start at the bottom and go up.
Okay, do you want to start with no, honey, really, you're just fat? Or, holy crap, I thought you weren't that bad a guy, and then you turned out to be really fucking bad. Why are you still allowed to breathe?
You're shot.
I bet. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go with the top one first, honey. Really, you're just fat.
Jesus God, this story.
It's
I
crazy,
got
isn't it?
no patience for this shit, people.
Yeah, I know.
I think this was in Australia, an Australian publication.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kid Spot.
Your Kid Spot at AU, yeah.
Yeah.
3 to 5 years of being pregnant, bitch. You are not a fucking rhinoceros. What the hell are
Right.
you doing?
It's these obese women that are convinced they have a baby inside of them and they're pregnant.
Cryptic pregnancies.
Yeah, I think it's a form of Munchausen's. Possibly.
Yeah, it is. There's some serious delusional psychosis going on here, though. Because
Absolutely.
I mean, even when presented with overwhelming evidence, they're like, "I just don't believe you." So they're.
Yeah, when you get to that point where people, even in spite of visual, physical evidence in front of them, asserting that what they believe to be true is not true, and they still say that what you're showing them is bullshit.
Well, it's just another form of body dysgraphia.
That's psychiatric, though. That's
what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's just another
Yeah.
form of body dysgraphia.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just as bad as transgenderism, and people are not playing along as, I guess, readily with, or maybe they're trying to. If you read the story, the way it's worded is like, oh, we need to understand that these women are, they have a problem with how they view their body, and it's like, no, I'm not going to play along with a broad who's fat and says she's pregnant, because not only am I encouraging her to stay fat and say she's pregnant when she's not, I'm encouraging her to eat wrong for her body, which means her liver's going to get fatty and shut down fast. It means her heart's going to get fatty and clog up real quickly. And it means that her lungs are going to shut down faster than they should. What kind of decent human being would I be if I played along with that?
Well, what's really sad is there's a support group.
That's the part that pisses me off. What kind of sick fucking individual supports this?
Yeah, it's just terrible because they are feeding the delusions, and the interesting thing is how psychology looks at it, that they're wondering whether there's certain postmenopausal stresses, because they say a fourth of the patients are postmenopausal.
Dysmorphia, not dysgraphia. I apologize.
Or dysphoria.
Dysphoria.
Mhm.
Dysphoria.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of those words, people. I don't have my whole brain right now. So.
But they say it was encountered with a variety of pre-existing psychiatric disorders, like schizophrenia and other psychotic disorders, mood disorders, and organic brain disorders.
Well, the thing is,
So that means that you can't treat the person by showing them that they're not testing positively in any fashion for pregnancy. You basically have to figure out what the underlying psychosis is and try to treat for that.
Right.
And that's why that support group is so horrible. Because what if you've got people with these kind of untreated mood disorders? God only knows what else is going on.
Well, and then there's personality disorders, which are almost impossible to treat. You know.
well, and Jesus fuck, why would you want to pretend you're pregnant? I can't think of a time I was more physically miserable than when I was fucking pregnant.
Some women love it, Timma.
Fuck that, dude. My smallest baby was almost 9 pounds. I don't have the body for that. No, it was not fun. I
I
couldn't
don't have the
breathe.
body for that.
Well, at least they're not going to have to worry about their babies being molested, you know? I mean,
Well, this is true. You know, an abortion wouldn't actually be bad. But what the fuck, dude? No. Heartburn and fucking nausea and can't
Man.
breathe and back hurts. Fuck,
and
can't bend over.
having your ribs being used as a trapeze.
Your urethra. No, physical bruises. My first 2 kids, while they were in utero, created bruises you could see on the outside of my belly.
Oh, shit.
My last was 11 pounds. No, fuck you. Pregnancy is not fun.
Well, I mean,
A Tim
I'll take your word
gestating it.
for it, Timma.
Trust me, I
Maybe-
I
figured it
trust
out.
you. I trust you.
She was the MMA gestator.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe for
All
these
girls.
ladies, it's like taking a front poop, so it's easy. Maybe for them, that's what's going on. You're just a little
It's like taking a front poop.
you're a little less open than they are, you know.
That's horrible, dude.
It's
just
not
like a
even
front
that
Trippy
fun
strikes again.
mechanically. A front poop. A front poop.
Little front
That's
poop,
what
it's all right.
Trippy is.
We've
He's
been
a
joined
Trippy
by
front poop.
Pickle.
Pickle.
Hey, Pickle.
Hey,
Hey,
saw you
man.
there.
Well, what did I do?
Hi, Pickle.
We've been looking for you to show up.
Definitely you did a special beam cannon and you killed Goku on accident, but
Oh,
kind of
shit.
on purpose. That's what you did.
You Goku killing motherfucker.
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
like, now's my
He
chance.
killed my dad.
He did.
Da-dum-da.
Yeah.
Another
I'm Inigo
Montoya
Montoya. You
moment.
killed my
Yeah.
father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
He's just gonna have to step up to Goku with that line. You guys are giving me horrible ideas. Pickle's gonna hate.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that sound of that, though. It's pretty fucked up. Hell, the Mighty Gherkin says Jeremy. I second
shit.
that. All in
Praise
favor?
the
Hell of a mighty Gherkin.
Praise the Gherkin.
Praise
Praise
the
the
Gherkin.
Gherkin.
We're gonna have to.
Freeze the jerkin, did you say?
I said,
Gherkin.
That is a whole different recreational activity.
Though it is considered praising the gherkin.
Well, sometimes the Gherkin enjoys a little jerkin. God, that's hard to say. Fuck. Fuck.
Jerkin the gherkin.
Listen to me no more. I
Jerkin
should
that
hate
gherkin.
myself when I think of things like this. No.
My lord, my mother's looking down from heaven going, the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Or
Can
she's
y'all
clapping.
just cuss or something? Because this is more uncomfortable. Please.
Yeah, it's just...
Fuck.
Talking about her mama.
Yeah, she was probably like,
Oh.
I raised you to be better than that. What
Well,
did
no,
you
we
say?
we can cuss without fear of recompense here. It's marked as a
Repercussion, honey.
That's right.
I don't, nobody's going to compensate us for
Don't pay
swearing.
for this thing.
Pony up, people. You know where that Streamlabs is. Pay for the cussing.
I want to say hey to Tennessee Marine Daniel Franklin TM. He goes by many names, but he is a dynamic human being, and he is quite liked by this show. And
Oh yeah.
we welcome him to our chat. Hang out, have some fun. If it was a convent, I'd say pick a nun and have some fun, but it's not. So I can't say that.
Yeah, all these bitches are married. So sorry, Prosper. I love you. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I hope it.
I'm not just married. I'm old.
I'm married incel. I'm kidding.
All I gotta do is
I
go
just
to
thought
the
about that. Well, anyway, you get older, man.
Right
Okay.
after
I
this
like
here.
Next.
sandwiches.
Next.
Oh,
I like
next.
separatists too. I like to keep my pedophiles separate from everything
Holy
else.
shit.
absolutely.
All right, so yeah, you want to touch
sandwiches.
base on these cocksuckers? Wrong one. This guy.
Either of them. I don't.
We'll talk about this guy first.
I really just want to press it.
I see
Okay. Okay, so this was a really interestingly badly written story, Breitbart. Breitbart kind of, I don't know if they did it intentionally so you'd really hate the guy. So it says a California man who was convicted of using the cell phone app Tinder to lure a 12-year-old girl into sex was sentenced to only 16 months in jail. Okay, so this 22-year-old guy pleaded guilty to unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor 3 years younger than the perpetrator for having 3 years younger than the perpetrator. That's a different kind of crime. So basically, he got charged like he was 15 or 16, while she was 12. But
Yeah.
he's 22 at the time of this. So it sounds like, oh, they were both young teens. The way it's written right here, it sounds like they were both young teens. They hooked up. She said she was like 13 or 14, but she was really 12. You know what I mean? The way
Yeah.
it's written, until you come down here and it says, to attain further proof, the Santa Ana Police Department then set up an account posing as a 12-year-old girl and began communicating with Rickard. That's the guy that was arrested. Police said that the suspect sent them lewd photos of himself. He also tried to arrange a meeting with what he thought was a 12-year-old girl. So he's 22 and looking for a 12-year-old.
And
So
he
at the
al-
end, they show you he's like a double scumbag.
Yeah, well, he also had admitted to knowing that the original girl was not 19, despite her saying so. Now, there's a failure at parenting somewhere, too, because what the fuck is a 12-year-old doing on Tinder?
It was a setup.
That's a
Yeah.
good question.
Did that say that it was using Tinder?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you
What the
cannot
fuck was
sign up.
somebody that fucking young doing on Tinder?
That's what everybody's saying. Yeah, you can't even sign up for it at that age. So
She lied and
Yeah.
lied and lied, and unfortunately, it worked out a whole lot worse for her than she expected.
well, he pled way down, and he probably did so because he was so young. They probably
Well,
gave him that option.
He's 22.
Yeah.
He is well past the legal age of
Yeah.
being, I'm done.
No,
they
it's
consider
just
it to be-
because California is lenient on
No
pedophilia.
shit.
Pay attention to some of these cases when they have like somebody go away because of like that show To Catch a Predator, or I forget what they called the group that used to go after people.
They're called catfishers or leaf.
Well, there's a specific. I thought that was going to be a rim shot.
No soundboard out. There's no room for it.
Oh boy. But yeah. Some of these cases, if you listen to the behind the scenes from To Catch a Predator, they'll actually state that they gave people less time because it was their first offense, and
Yeah. It's
And
like
usually
that kid
there's a
that got off so lightly for saying my first sex was rape. He's 16, and the judge said, he has a bright future.
oh
He
Jesus.
freaking posted the thing. The girl asked him to cease and desist spreading she was drunk, and he like bangs her up against a wall and films it.
Jeez.
And this judge, who fortunately is one of these judges that wanders in out of retirement on occasion, it's being retried. Let this little prick go, basically, because he's got a bright future. He's from a good family. In other words, he's like a squeaky clean little upper middle class suburbanite white boy, and he's going to go to Harvard. I don't give a shit how. Ick.
Yeah,
Right?
really.
He's a nasty little ass rapist, and he'll do it again.
Yeah. Well, and thinking about whether they're going to do something again or not, it's like it bears on this fact right here is that Jeffrey Epstein was arrested this week. A close friend of William Jefferson Clinton, or as I like to call him, Billy Jeff.
I'll call him Slick Dick.
Oh no, he hardly knows him. All right,
Yeah.
Bill hardly knows him.
Well, sometimes I know him, sometimes I don't.
It all depends on the meaning of the word to know is.
Right? I mean, do you mean to biblically know him? I sure don't know him that way.
Well, that depends on how you mean is, though.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
And there's like I don't know. I've been seeing these connections to NXIVM and human trafficking and all this stuff, and it's like, and if that shit pans out to be true, this is going to be incredibly wild. I got a feeling within 6 to 8 weeks, we'll never hear this shit again. I just
It's either that or somebody's going to get real sad.
It has the sads.
People tend to get sad because we saw Alex Acosta resign today because he was the one that struck the plea deal with this piece of shit Epstein in 2008 down in Miami, where he hardly served anything. He was Trump's Secretary of Labor. One thing to Trump's credit, because of course, we're in pre-electoral season politics. They're trying to link Trump to it. Trump had Epstein booted out of Mar-a-Lago because of his inappropriate. Because
he was macking on young ladies, patrons,
and he just, that was it. He barred him from the place, and so they're going back in 2002, Trump said that Epstein was a great guy and he'd known him for 15 years. Okay, that's 6 years before that plea deal in Miami, and it's before Trump had him barred from Mar-a-Lago. And Acosta, look, when you're a federal prosecutor, you're working for somebody else. Pressure came down, obviously, on them to not throw the book at Epstein then. Now, Acosta ends up with eggs on his face. And Acosta, not Jim, with egg on his face. But now New York has unsealed all these indictments against him.
Yeah.
And, where there's smoke, there's fire. You don't call your fucking plane the Lolita Express.
No.
If you're not up to something.
You know who else was on that? Because I remember the list of the people that had gone onto that plane. Well, recorded the persons, whatever. Chris Tucker was on that list too.
And Prince Andrew.
Yeah, there was multiple politicians.
Randy Andy, and there's a story about Clinton ditching his secret security detail.
Yep. He'd done that multiple times from what I remember.
Well, remember what he did with the Arkansas State Police?
Yeah.
So, big surprise there. But, oh, no, I only took business trips to Africa and Europe and blah, blah. Jesus Christ, Bill, just shut up.
They think and act like mob bosses, If you really think about it. It's like,
but I have a feeling maybe Acosta and Epstein might be getting sad. Just not to buy into the retarded conspiracy theory.
So everybody, there's a Deadpool. Contact our prostate after in DMs to take part.
Cool.
We're going to put some, anyway.
Are there going to be chimichangas too?
Yeah.
There may be chimichangas involved. Yes,
all right, I can deal with that. Right. I can deal with that. Okay, so we got a pair of fucking creepy ass bastards that both need to die in fires, of course, in Minecraft. But we also want to watch them be flayed alive slowly and strung up on a wall as they slip out of what's left attached to their skin. But only in Minecraft, right, guys?
Right.
Exactly.
Only in Minecraft. All right.
It's all imaginary violence.
Yeah.
That's okay because you talk about painful rim shots earlier, Trippypoop. Maybe both of them will get theirs.
Ooh.
At least.
Bang!
Well, I hope so. We should have somebody there with a soundboard. Someone needs to go to the trial and live stream it.
I'm thinking there needs to be a guy that said, "Hey, what'd you want from me, man?" Kind of voice that's big and scary that stands behind him all the time so he can...
you know that Epstein will end up in Club Fed even if he goes down on these charges.
Yeah.
Well, here's what you do.
They'll protect his ass.
You give Failure a TV camera. If he walks into the courtroom, everybody's gonna think he's just a cameraman. So they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's part of the news." Let him in. Hey, like if he does it unassumingly, and Failures able to do that kind of shit, like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here, and people will just believe he's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
He's got that look, or that ability, not look, but yeah, that's a skill.
At least not all cops are dicks, though.
No.
No doubt.
That's what I liked about the
Absolutely.
Krispy Kreme story.
Yeah,
That
I remember that other
cheered
one.
me up.
Remember when cops were giving people Christmas gifts and everybody got mad at them and called them racist?
Okay.
You remember that?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
they're just doing that to cover up the fact that they're racist.
Well, people come up with reasons to believe what they believe,
Right. So
Yeah, because the data won't bear it out. They just have to come up with something else.
Carl made a good Deadpool bet in the chat there, Irate. Epstein will commit suicide by shooting himself twice in the back of the head.
Yep. Kind of like Vince Foster.
With different caliber
Part
weapons.
2. Exactly. So all right. So this dude right here,
cool.
he lifts a cop car while they're at Krispy Kreme getting a donut as a prank. He got away with a warning.
All he did was drive around the car park, which I thought was great.
Yeah, he did.
know,
The parking lot. Yeah.
He didn't, he just was messing with them because they left the vehicle unattended.
Yeah.
So everybody got a warning, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And it was a good joke and a smile happy.
I hope this guy got a warm Krispy Kreme out. The cop should have at least bought him a donut for not, just calling the cop shop and saying, hey, 2 of your constables left their damn keys in the car.
You said eating a warm Krispy Kreme. That's one pleasure everyone in this life should experience at least once before they shuffle off this mortal coil.
Yes, a warm Krispy Kreme donut. It really is something. All those sugars and fats being warm and gooey and just the right tech. Yeah, it's an amazing little
There's
thing.
nothing quite like it.
No. Krispy Kreme gives me instant indigestion.
Really?
Oh, that's a shame.
Krispy Kreme gives me diabetes.
I know, dude. I know.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks, man. That sucks.
There's a Krispy Kreme here in town that's right near a busy intersection, and I have been amazed there were accidents there because, they throw on a sign that says hot.
Oh my God, dude! Yes, that happens here, and it's really bad because like a third of our population is from Asia.
Yeah.
So there's no turn signals being used here.
No, man, people see that hot sign and they'll go from the left lane straight into the parking lot. It's like,
you will not know. And you will not know because there's like tons of immigrants that are they're all like textile immigrants. So they're all used to westernization. They're like 3rd generation tech support, that families born somewhere in India and they work in America and they're basically Americans, but they aren't Americans. You know what I mean? There's tons of them up here because of Intel and Nike. So there's tons of them up here. And yeah, oh my God, that is a fascinating subset of American culture.
yeah.
Fascinating and terrifying. They hit everything. If it doesn't move, they will figure out how to hit it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, Sir Adamantine has walked into the house. Welcome.
Hey, Addie.
Hey, Eddie.
Just grab you a cup of whatever and have a seat. We're hanging. Callum McLeod, it's good to see you. Sorry about that, though. Yeah, I couldn't find the video on that KFC because I was going to run it, and it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me touch it. People are just assholes.
Can't share nothing. But this was funny because Krispy Kreme, they was at Krispy Kreme. They were so excited about Krispy Kreme they forgot to turn off their car. Holy crap.
They'd been on a call and apparently stopped for refreshments. And it was like, yeah. Turn your damn car off and take the keys, you fool.
Yeah.
It's just,
Lock your car. It's got weapons in it.
these are UK police.
It doesn't matter. They have tasers and billy clubs. It's still weapons.
Yeah,
They're
but
scared of butter knives, for fuck's sake.
they have whisks now, I think. Assault whisks.
What? I don't know. That could be dangerous with my 12-year-old.
Stir up some shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you have no idea. She'll start swinging it so far that they're so hard the little rounded spines that pop out and stab people in the eye. Girl's nuts.
I like the fact that Russia just doesn't have butt slapping and face slapping.
They have all kinds of... Apparently they have axe fighting, too? Or
Yeah.
axe stabbing? How do you stab somebody with an axe?
Yeah, you go through their shield and hit them in the arm. That's how you do it. They're, using an axe during a training session. You hit the shield, you break the shield, you hit the guy in the arm, and
So he actually chopped him in the arm, not stabbed him in
he
the
chopped.
arm?
Yeah, that's it. He chopped
Okay.
him.
That's
Okay,
a gash, deep gash.
Yeah, except it wasn't because it only took 2 stitches.
Oh, well,
Oh, he barely got him.
He poked him with the corner then.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, the guy that got hit was saying, "Well, it's not quite right yet, and I have a scar." I was like, "You had 2 stitches. You had 2 stitches. You're an MMA trainer fighter, and you're whinging about 2 stitches."
And a tear in your muscle fiber? Okay, so don't swing as hard for...
Yeah,
Oh,
just
a while.
take a week or so off, dude.
I-
It'll be okay.
I mean, I get it. I tore my shoulder in like 18 places, I think, or something. I don't know, but I fucked it all up, and I can feel where it's all torn and bad. And it's been 8 days, and I'm already starting to try to use it and move it.
Yeah.
It's funny how muscle fibers heal.
Gee, you know what happens if you just eat some extra meat and take some motherfucking arnica?
Yeah. Right?
Sorry.
Well, Atem, I'd have more of an opinion on this, but for the life of me, I cannot think of anybody I've talked to that's actually fought.
With an axe?
No.
You
just-
have.
Just
That's
fought.
fought? You
Yeah.
have. You have spoken to me. I have fought several times. Not voluntarily, though.
Well, right.
This was voluntary.
Yeah,
And my son does it all the time.
I kind of want to
He
fight
does
somebody
it
with
for
an axe
fun.
now.
I don't know if I want to fight somebody with an axe, but I used to do. Carl did lifesteal. I never did much lifesteal. I always used Shania and Vulcan. But
I think Trippy just wants to fight somebody in slow mo.
no, I think
Oh.
Trippy just wants to fight people because he beat up Tonka.
Oh.
Well, what? No. I just go at somebody with an axe. I'll give them one too. It'll be fair.
This makes me think of that Jason Momoa video. Or that clip that everybody it was on Twitter for forever. And it was him, he took a drink of the beer and then he picked up the axe and threw it into the bullseye. That's all I keep thinking about because of the shape of the axe the guy is holding.
Oh,
So is
shit.
it a hatchet
No, it's an axe.
or is it okay?
Hatchet has to do with the length.
that's-
You're right.
I gotta give expertise, knowledge, because everybody's been talking about the Juggalo thing. Oh, whoa. That's like old school. I like that.
Wow.
You didn't really walk off the 6 broken ribs and the collapsed lung, honey. You tried to walk it off and then had to sit down. But I get what you're saying, and I love you, babe. That was really terrifyingly amazing.
My 80-year-old father walked around with a collapsed lung for like 2 weeks.
Fuck, dude.
This past week, yeah, and had no idea he even had a collapsed lung.
It's fucking crazy what people
Yeah.
can go through and not even really notice it.
Hashtag neuropathy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got it pretty
Yeah.
bad. So
Lack of feeling.
Yeah, and I've heard that beforehand. It turns in. It feels like somebody's holding fire to your limb, whichever's affected. People told me, because I knew a dude who had neuropathy before. Like he found out later in his life that he had diabetes, but the neuropathy affected him sooner than that.
right.
And he had like one leg he couldn't feel much past his calf, and he had told me that he didn't know that was going on, right? And I guess he was fixing some kind of heater with somebody, and the back of his fucking pants caught on fire, and he didn't know it until, the other person was like, "Your leg's on fire."
Ye God.
Yeah, because there's no feeling from like his foot all the way up to his calf. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
isn't it?
common in diabetics, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes. Let's move
Finally,
on.
Zell's here.
God, dog,
Sorry.
you're
Sorry,
worse than
alright.
Caitlyn Jenner. What's your problem?
Whoa, you.
Ew.
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys still remember Caitlyn Jenner was invited to that big fashion thing and showed up like 6 hours late?
But she's so
We're
brave.
talking to him.
But it was like the first 2 weeks that Caitlyn had come out, and Caitlyn showed up like 6 hours late to like the third gala or third event Caitlyn was supposed to show up to.
So
I
brave.
can't say she. I can't say she.
I
'Cause
know.
Caitlyn
I had to
looked
kind of
like a
push on that
woman.
one. I had to push on it.
Mm.
If you're a dude for like 80 years and then you want to become a woman, it's a little harder to, flip flop the pronouns for everybody else. So.
You want to skip the bear thing and go to the poor damn kid?
Yeah, the bear. Yeah.
The poor damn
Man,
kid.
when I
The
see
poor
when,
damn kid. Do you have a question? Like, you wonder about the ethics of this whole entire situation too?
yeah, check it out.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
disseminate, sister.
Okay, so this baby boy was born with like the longest list of birth defects I've ever seen a child experience, and he's apparently the only person that's ever had this combination of birth defects. And they said he wouldn't live to be 2 or 3 years old, and he's like 6. But this boy was born with like part of his skull is deformed, and like he's like all these deformities they have to do. He's had like tons of 36 procedures, and like now they're looking at what they're going to do because his spine is and his bones, his lungs are growing in a way that's making his ribs crush his lungs. Is this a life?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
if
a good
you
question.
consider he did, he was born blind and deaf, and he has regained both his sight and his hearing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but he's living in constant pain. His lungs are being crushed by his own ribs and spine.
I want to
Yeah,
know
and
if he
they're-
could play mean pinball.
I don't even think he could.
Snap, man.
he is having a vertebral column resection
Okay.
from the spinal deformity. That's the back surgery that they're doing. But the funny thing is, his DNA test did not show any irregularities. So, there were no irregularities in her pregnancy. And they've named whatever it is that is the matter with him for him. The child's name's Grayson, and they've named it Grayson syndrome.
Yeah.
For some reason, his skull didn't fully form, so they took ribs and made a skull for him. But he was able to regain his sight and his hearing, which
That alone's pretty amazing.
It
is
is amazing, but at the
pretty
same time,
remarkable.
I feel like so fucking awful for him.
Oh, I do
because
too.
I
But
know
Why would you bring up
everything-
something so like just like it just makes you feel guilty and sad? Don't
It doesn't
hey,
make
don't
me
be
feel guilty and sad.
don't be
either.
sad
Sure,
about
no.
it. Look, before his operation, he could have been like a new creature in Star Trek.
Zell,
Oh, he
shut
could
up.
have.
Okay, I'm hoping that this is the first supervillain, guys.
Really, I was just thinking Megamind, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
shut up.
perfect.
What else is
Yeah,
the Hulk
witnessed
gonna
about
fight?
the Brainiac.
They
What
call
else
me
is the
Mr.
Hulk?
Glass.
I was just thinking Megamind. I was expecting to pick up a phone and say, "Hello."
Oh, I feel like I've made too many people laugh at this kid. That's rude. Trippy.
Yes, it's
man.
me, Brainiac.
The
Hey, it's
important
comedy.
thing is
Everything's on the
Creamer.
table.
you want to really well, the thing is like with kids like that, I don't know what kind of parents Ricky Berwick had, but he has the right approach, and that's what you need to like help your kid with is like you got to see the humor in it as well as the pain, or you're not going to be okay.
You have a
Right.
point.
Well, I
Should we
think the
send this
kid's
kid to go train?
6-year-old. I think. Well, I don't know, man. It was just.
No, man.
It was, man, when I see something like that, it amazes me this person's still alive.
Yeah.
But break
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah.
Break it down by month, though. This little boy has had a surgery every 3 months his entire life.
That's crazy.
By the numbers.
And I have a feeling.
what
he's
if
being,
what if it works out? What if it works out?
Oh, that'll be wonderful. I'm just kind of like, for me, I'm overwhelmed with the
Yeah.
prospect. I don't know if I could, like, I don't know. My ethics are tingling here. It's like so hard to make the decision. And it's just so much in me goes, my God, what is he missing? You know?
Well, there's a research hospital
But the
downtown
thing-
here.
Yeah.
You know, so
I know. Yeah, I know.
yeah, so and that's where I had my heart done. So that may be what's going on. Is they may be learning off this kid too.
Well, as long as the doctors don't get ahead of themselves.
Whoa.
No.
But apparently he can talk and stuff now too. They have his most recent video is him at 6 years old saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
I'm
You gotta indoctrinate them young.
Well,
Damn
if
straight.
Zell had been on time like everybody else, he would have
Oh,
gotten
fuck.
properly
I wanna
introduced
leave
to
already.
Prospero 58.
hey Zell,
Oh, yeah.
it's nice to meet you.
47 minutes, Zell. 47.
Hey, you know what?
Fuck, dude.
Like, I got lost.
Typical
in making
Cali.
A fucking epic meme that probably won't even be done by tonight because I'm putting a lot of effort into it. That has you and Irate in it. So stop
Oh,
it.
nice.
Well, snap.
Oh, I see
It's
how
gonna
it
have
is.
like everybody in it.
I accidentally went into Sinatra's Discord and screamed a certain word at you, thinking it was your Discord.
Well, nobody will miss it.
But I deleted it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I deleted it. It's probably been screenshot. I hope
Zell's
so.
been famous for using the N word.
That's not. That's you can't prove that.
Okay, but he's
It's
not alone.
In the
He's
chat,
not
yeah.
alone. This is true.
Yeah, of
Zell
course.
even had his own N-word squad.
Yeah.
I did. You know what? I did.
did.
But then you know what I did? I grew up. I'm the adult. You're all kids.
That's why he says
Okay.
it more often than the rest of us combined still.
Oh
Well,
wow.
Yeah.
when Zell put his mind to it, it only took him a couple of months to grow up. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's
Thank
better
you,
than everybody
Trippy.
else or most other
Yeah.
people.
Guess what time it is?
I've yet to try. What's
is
up?
it video time?
It's time to go to my circle.
Damn it! I
No.
wanted to fucking
I don't
talk
wanna
about the
grow
guy
up.
that was trying to convince his neighbors he was a fucking time traveler.
Oh,
that guy's
Yeah,
awesome.
we'll come back. We can go back to him.
He's funny.
And you can actually maybe talk about him during a couple of these, because I'll show you the cat. There's a cat one, and you can probably talk during that.
Shit, hold on. I'm left hand is so not fast.
Are
Yeah.
you a lefty or a
Really-
righty?
No, I'm right-handed.
Mm.
Now I've done several years over the years with my left hand because I have 5 compressed nerves in my right arm, which is making the whole torn shoulder thing just so much more fun. Yeah, I'm right-handed, and using my left hand for my mouse is not very much fun. Makes me.
I
feel
was
very
deaf this
retarded.
morning.
I'm sure you were, but you
No,
got
I was.
better.
No, really.
What happened?
Well, for like the last 6 months or so, I've been having ear issues, and I just have a lot of sinus problems. So I figured, something's blocking me up, whatever. And then I wake up this morning, deaf in my right ear, like completely deaf in my right ear. So that's why I went into urgent care, and they pretty much just like blew out a bunch of wax
Oh,
that was like literally on the lining
ew.
of the eardrum.
You should have
It
made a
was
candle.
aw-
You should have
dude,
kept
it was the most.
made a candle.
It was better than sex. When you
I
have
bet.
that much wax in your ear and they blow it the fuck out, and then you can hear everything.
Dude, like,
Oh
I
my
can
God.
hear your fucking jeans rubbing against your phone.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
did
the
that happen
best.
to you? Could you hear your pants moving while you were walking?
This is the greatest feeling ever, dude.
Greatest feeling
Good.
ever.
We'll
You
have
need to
write
get more
that one down.
feelings.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm gonna-
That's
Oh,
him. Wow, that's rude. Wow. You can't just be like, I'm glad you're not deaf.
I'm glad you're not deaf, dude. So
That scared the shit out of me. I at least
I'm-
know what it's like to be semi-deaf for about 3 hours.
I'm
And it's
disappointed.
not fun.
I'm disappointed.
What?
I wanted to stream with Def Zell.
Deaf so we could yell?
all right.
Yeah.
So y'all ready for
Remember,
the?
I had to switch my earphone to my left ear yesterday. It was
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah. It was totally weird because you were talking in your left ear. And you never do that.
Doesn't that throw you off? Have you guys ever like switched to your other ear on
Yeah.
your phone, like on your cell phone, and then you're like,
Yeah.
it throws you off. You're like, okay, now I
Not
hear
really.
different shit. No.
Well, I do little things with both hands. Like I smoke with my right and left hand. I use the
you
phone
do
with the
little
right and left.
things. You stroke
But-
little things.
Like I can't write with my left hand. I definitely can't draw with it.
All right. So here's the video.
I can write and draw with my left hand. I'm just not real great at it.
We're just
All right,
gonna-
what do we watch?
It's
Sorry, Harry.
this is the first. It's Mother Nature. So, it's kind of
Mother
strung
Nature's
together.
sweet.
Yeah.
This is trash troll.
It's mother.
approved.
It's nature.
You're
It's
so
No, my 12-year-old
Wow.
trash troll approves of that intro.
Oh.
All right,
That's
now this is a lady that looks at handbags and shit and does unboxings. Okay.
Now, am I gonna be able to hear this,
It's nature.
Oh shit.
It's motherfucking
or do I have to do my circle?
Please.
You have to do My Circle, sweetheart. It's at the very bottom
Yeah,
of the
it's-
articles.
Yeah.
Man, I hate my circle. I was just watching it on YouTube, but I'll do my circle.
All right, and so she's looking at this brand new Louis Vuitton bag. She just got.
Where's the my circle link?
It's at the bottom of
Yeah.
the article.
Oh!
Oh.
The dog puked on it. That's great.
And this,
Creem Streem cheat sheet. It's at the bottom.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this guy's like.
That's not what should come out of a carburetor, dude.
Yeah, no
That's not
shit.
what a carburetor-
Oh.
That motorcycle wouldn't start, man. And yeah.
Now you know why. Now you gotta go.
Watch this shit. He's like.
This is how you do a cobra. This is people that watch. He's gonna keep it distracted over here, and he's gonna grab it with the other hand.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Okay, here we go.
Works with pretty much any animal, but you just gotta know what you're doing with the snake. You know.
Yeah. If you hit play, Zell, it should just catch you up.
Nice.
That was a
tell
good
he lives in a
catch.
place that has cobras. I bet you he lives in one of the regions where they actually worship cobras.
All right, who wants a belt?
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. I saw this. This is like kind of lizard, and that's
No.
its skin.
That's not real.
That's a mating thing. It's a
They get silver?
yeah. Isn't that weird?
Oh, they're in water. It's air. Okay, never mind.
That's right.
What the fuck?
That's what it is.
Holy shit.
Ah, cheetah.
This is a cheetah just running around in this guy in this little town
Look at how
in
long
India.
that tail is.
Damn.
Yeah.
You get out of the way. Dude,
I
that
think it's
cat's
something.
gonna freak out and attack you. It's a cheetah. It's
Watch
really
the people
smart.
yeah.
Yeah, it's taking everything that's in front of it. It's just taking out the threat and leaving. It's
Yes,
just trying to get away. Yeah.
yes. They're incredibly intelligent cats. That's
Yeah,
why
he
they're
was like,
most
"I'll
common
fucking
in
knock you
zoos
down."
and stuff. Oh god,
Oh, there's
there's
a dog.
a
That would have
Dog.
been a loss for that dog.
Dog knew it.
Dog's lucky. Yeah. Dog was like, I'm hiding.
What
No.
the fuck?
This
Wiggly penis.
All right, that thing looked like.
away.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked really familiar to me for a minute. I was like, oh hey, I know you.
Oh,
never
look,
mind.
it's got like a gypsy curse. Is it trying to belly dance?
it's a spoon worm is what it's called.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
belly dancing penis.
It's a belly dancing penis. I put it in because I was like, holy shit, I've never seen anything weird this weird. You know, that and the lizard with the bubble and shit. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of weird animal shit. All right. All
Oh
right.
god, this is always funny.
All right. Now these cats don't get along, and it says it on the video, but it looks like they have a common enemy now in the Roomba.
Great.
And so, but did you want to talk about the guy that was talking to his neighbors about time traveling?
Oh, okay, so while we're watching these two kitties learn how to be friends over a Roomba, okay, so Conestoga Man, so a guy in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, you know, Tom, you've got to be proud because at least this guy was fucking funny. Conestoga Man is facing DUI charges after a disturbance in which he tried to convince neighbors that he had a time machine and was from the future. That has got to be the best way to waste your cocaine. Okay? Jason, oh no, really? No, seriously. Jason Kolb is facing DUI charges for his role in the incident. On July 10th, around 4 p.m., Kolb allegedly approached a group of neighbors in the 3300 block of Main Street in Conewago Township and told them it was the year 2015, according to the police release.
Hey, say hi to the official Florida man on D Live.
Hello, official Florida man.
Hello, official Florida man.
Howdy.
Oh, pickle mute button. It's all fucked up. Don't do it no more.
Hi, Cinder Shadow.
Well, no, I can't fucking do it. If I do, it kicks me out of the fucking my circle.
Oh
All right.
my god, that's gay. Holy crap.
I
Whoa.
hate my circle.
What was that guy that you was posting in all those forums saying that he was a time traveler And
I remember that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
meme.
what this
John
made me think
Teeter.
of.
Yes,
This guy tried to
John
use his
Teeter,
nail
yeah.
and a can of beans or some shit to convince people.
Yeah.
It was great.
Wow.
It was great. So he ends up getting arrested. Apparently, he was wanted on simple assault charges. So he threw something and it upset somebody.
Well, did you know that John Teeter's time machine was set up in the back of, I think, an '82 Corvette?
Well, this was in his trailer.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you're from 2000 something, and you have an '80s Corvette.
You notice the guy put the bowl of food on the fucking Roomba so the cats would like it. Watching the cat.
Just walking along.
But, you know, they made a couple of anime based on some of this stuff.
Now, I have to say, this is a very, like, this cat has got perseverance and is pissed. And I'm guaranteeing something of this owner's is going to be urinated
Pissed on.
upon at some point.
Yeah.
Or vomit.
Or there's just a turd in the pillowcase, you know, and you're like, damn, that's a crappy cat.
Yeah.
Man, y'all need to quit using cats then, man, if they do that kind of shit. I just couldn't. I'm violently allergic to cats, so it's like I'm a dog guy for that reason.
In the future, cats will be putting themselves on the internet to become viral. They'll just
I
do
think
whatever.
I
it'll
believe
be
that.
bears. I think
believe it.
bears are going to be the next thing that gets intelligent.
I think bears are becoming closer and closer to starting to like.
Well, they have the right. If you look at it from a genetic standpoint, like a biogenetic standpoint, like evolutionarily, it was the diversity of meats and vegetables and like carbs and stuff together that made humans the problem solvers. Well, bears eat the same kind of thing, and they have the thumb. It may
Right.
not be fully grown, but they still have the digit for the thumb. They have all the same bits that we do to get the brain development. They're just going to talk differently.
You are turning on.
know,
so
it's
many
weird.
People, so many furries are like, oh, I can't wait
No,
to.
it's just I was talking about evolution, like bioevolution stuff.
Now there's gonna be a furry. If there's any furries out there that invent a time machine to try to go and meet a
Find
future
the
bear
future
person,
bear
All right.
to fuck. You're not going to like it.
All right.
I need to
This
borrow
is
that
the all right. The huntsman spider looks almost identical to a wolf spider, so I know they've
Yeah.
got to be genetically related. And this is the reason I don't kill wolf spiders.
Got
All right.
Alfred, our friendly neighbourhood spider who's chilling over here.
It's a huntsman. It's in Australia.
And the cockroach. Now, this
Uh,
demonstrate why.
They got big bad bastards out there, don't they?
Huntsman
Like just so
spiders
many
are actually so
huge
cool that they
spiders in
want to
Aussie land.
Yeah, those are the things that get as big as your fucking head.
I got friends out there,
Hope you're
and
feeling
yeah,
hungry, Alfred.
that thing is huge. It would not live in my house.
Cockroaches creep
So would
me
the
out,
roach.
Spiders.
No, I see. I let wolf spiders live, man.
Get on there.
this is
You're
what
not
a
in
lot of
my
my
house.
For this
Not
very
in
reason,
my house.
they eat
a lot of
roaches.
the people out there just
This
save
is
them.
food, but
Or-
for this reason, man.
Release them. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so
Oh,
quick.
shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I'll slow it
I
down.
don't even know if I filmed that.
Little slow mo thing going on here.
He's got it.
Move the tissue boxes.
Whoa.
This.
No, that's a big
No.
spider and it's making my skin crawl.
This is
carrying
why
his dinner,
we
he's
keep
fine.
spiders around.
Nah.
No, they stay outside.
Well, yeah.
Like spiders are like the only thing. Spiders and moths. That's like the only thing that lives here. Spiders, moths, and black ants.
This is motherfucking nature, so get used to it.
Fuck,
Good live.
yeah, fuck you, motherfucking nature. Stay in fucking
As soon as
Australia.
he dropped, like, I don't think he even had a chance.
You
to
could have
drop
one
out
live
of the,
around a Tema, and then you could call him Carl Jr.
plastic before he went for it. And then Alfred
No.
will be rewarded.
Could you imagine yelling, "Hey, Carl Jr., there's a bug in the house," and a spider comes out and just fucking snatches it
Getting really
and then
big.
No,
takes off?
because I don't like spiders, and I never have.
He's had a big meal.
I tolerated a tarantula in my house for a short amount of time, and I will never tolerate
Which
something
is
like that again.
The name of this episode to arachnophobia.
But I
Is he
love
about to
scorpions.
Snap its neck?
I
Arachnophilia.
love scorpions.
Yeah, they're
just
they're
love
arachnids. Yeah, that's yeah.
You seen this, Nicky?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I got it to work.
It's like,
Oh,
I
it's a
see
fucking
you.
weird
The lunchbox
spider.
And the spider went for it.
Holy
Immediately, like,
shit!
not
I
even-
found out how to get this thing to work.
The cockroach probably didn't
Yay!
even have a chance to hit the ground.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
spider eating a roach.
Yeah, what?
I kind of wanted
Eating a
to
roach?
put in a
Yeah.
couple of things to like
It's
let
bad.
things breathe and stuff. You know,
It's from
so we
Australia
could
land.
talk during the video.
Ugh.
It's fake. It's
Yeah.
fake land. It's fake land.
That's
So-
not
Where all the
fake.
actors are.
No, I'm joking. It's Australia. It's supposed
Australia.
to be. It's all
They're all
actors.
actors.
It's not actually
No,
there.
yeah, there's flat Earth geometry issues
Yeah,
with angles and straight lines not being angled and straight.
straight line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could show you some shit.
And, you
Found
know,
a guy.
refraction isn't something that happens. You can easily measure to prove that the Earth is round.
You're
Just
welcome, Alfred.
measure the angle of light as it bounces off the surface. of
Timma?
the Earth.
No.
I found a guy that thinks that volcanoes are fake and made up.
Just make sure you keep all the
Okay.
creatures away.
Huh?
See, because spiders.
How do you
spiders
change your
are friendly.
nickname in the chat thing?
They won't crawl on you.
You go
Don't.
up
They actually
to
have
users
manners.
and then you just
Cockroaches
click your name wherever it
Cockroaches
says
will friggin' crawl over your
wherever it has
face
the
when
name
you
with a
sleep.
pen next to it. You can change your own
They have
there.
no manners.
Does it show me Zell in the guest thing?
Yeah.
Or
It says Zellstrike,
well, then who's guest 3 and guest 4?
Me.
Timma,
Is one of them.
and Pickle, probably.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have never signed into my circle ever.
Fuck,
one time.
dude, that was such a huge boomer
You're
moment.
right.
Anyway, get the fuck away from that
No!
spider!
No, it is not cool, right? You shouldn't have roaches or spiders in your house, man.
Well, definitely the roaches thing. The spiders is a little bit
Yeah.
more of a. You know.
Or a small dog. Oh, fishing. Oh shit! I think some. No. It's. Oh, bubble.
This is a chick.
Ah!
There it is.
No.
I was waiting.
Yeah, so when Antifa
Hell
goes
no.
fishing, that's what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
Well, I
see,
didn't hear
he
you
is
put
an
it
Antifa too. Look at him.
I know he was total. Throw the fish to the crocodile, you dumb ass. It's gonna follow. Oh my god, it is Antifa.
Oh wow! But I didn't hear anyone call it called a racist. I
The
didn't hear that.
crocodile is racist.
Well,
No,
yes,
that,
it said it, yeah.
no, the alligator had a swastika on it. I saw it.
Oh, watch out!
Yeah.
There's a monkey.
It was a
That's a
skinnigator.
Punjabi.
Yeah, this is monkeys.
Fabio.
Yeah,
Fuck you, monkey.
attacking in gangs.
Oh my God.
This is
Yeah,
this
they'll
is
attack,
what,
and it's against the law to hit them.
They can
another
tear a
thing to be
person.
grateful
In
for
certain
living in the
regions.
United States for.
Yeah, another reason for yeah.
Okay, this is the one thing I agree with AP on. Not all cultures are created equal.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, we know
If
that
you've
in all
got
of
a
our
monkey
hearts.
problem, you're doing it wrong. If you don't want monkeys, you need to put spikes on shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can rip a person to
Well,
like
that's
little
part of the
pieces.
religion
Nothing.
thing, isn't it? That they don't
Yeah,
they don't
okay.
kill them. Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay, well then make
you
it a
should be
really
able to defend
uncomfortable
yourself.
place for them to live around the people that they're biting and chewing on
Mhm.
and have a nice place for them to be.
Now who does
What I
that?
love is like those dumbass tourists.
Are you following a bear?
Bear?
He's following a
Why
fucking
are you
bear.
following a bear?
No,
That's a bad idea.
Come on, man.
That close? Well, it's a
Bumped
baby.
into the bear.
You know what I've said about bears, Trippy. You know how I feel about
Yeah, you pissed him off and now you're gonna get eaten.
it. That's what you get. Bears are
Tore up.
land sharks. When you see them, they're not funny.
Wow.
No, you are
and-
not showing me this again,
Yeah,
Irene.
no, it's in slow mo.
What
Oh,
is that one?
stop.
Slow motion spider.
I love this shit.
Slow
man.
motion drop of the road. Yoink.
Whoa.
Mine.
So fast.
That was fast, dude.
I'm like one of those people where I don't have arachnophobia, but unless a spider's like literally on me and it's big enough, then I get heebie-jeebies.
Well, of course, yeah.
Otherwise, I can like kill them with my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll walk up to
No.
a black widow and I'll just slap it, like
No. Dude,
I had-
both hands, just squish it.
I had a little psycho spider in here a
Do
few
it
months
fast
ago.
enough they can't bite you.
I had this little psycho spider. I don't know what kind it was. I'm not anywhere where there's poisonous ones, I don't think. But I went to go smack it on the wall, and it jumped off and bit my thumb.
All right, next video.
Wow, that's
motherfucker.
good accuracy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be upset at that spider.
Right.
I'd be like,
Do y'all-
"I wasn't, you bitch."
Do y'all
I
know
let him
about?
live.
Do y'all know about this new viral thing about kicking and unscrewing the bottle cap off of things? All right,
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
did a stupid radio bit about it.
check this shit out.
Andrew
wrong
Yang
guy,
did it.
wrong guy.
Oh, no.
Cop, 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 cop.
Is that Van Damme?
No, it's a cop.
Fuck.
He's
That's-
tactical, dude.
Can we
Check
call
it
him?
out.
Can we
Max
call him
Payne.
Van Cop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we call him like Van Rock? Because he looks like a combination of Van Damme and The Rock.
Shoot somebody.
Yeah, Van Rock.
It's gonna
yeah, that's
fall
our
out,
Van
no?
Rock
And he
right there.
missed.
Yeah.
I thought the gun was going to fall out of the holster for a second.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's the way to do it.
Okay, never mind. He missed on purpose so he could shoot it off.
Yep.
That was
Okay.
pretty cool.
Andrew.
Good job.
Andrew
Cool,
Yang.
but
The,
a waste of a bullet. Sorry, go
Andrew
ahead.
Yeah,
Yang,
but
the president.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so did Jason Statham.
Well, I'm not surprised Jason Statham did it.
Why is it playing it again? I don't.
Oh,
I don't
Jason
get it.
Statham is legitimately a martial artist. Like, he's badass.
Yeah, yeah. He's
He was also a cheap watch salesman when he was found for shows.
all right. This guy's holding up
That's
a
cool. You
convenience
gotta do
store.
what you gotta do.
Oh, hold up here. Zell, I told you to stop doing this shit.
Open it.
What?
Open it.
Really?
No, don't open it.
Robbing people.
Well, you can't prove that.
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
Oh my God, is she gonna lock him in? Please say she
I
gonna
ain't
lock
no
him
nigger,
in.
Trippy.
Get the fuck
Is she
out.
gonna lock him in?
She locked
Please
him
say
in.
she's gonna. Oh, she is. Oh, good
Fuck
girl.
yeah.
Good girl. Have fun in
Reminds
there,
me
darling.
of Tim. Have you seen the movie Snatch?
Mm-hmm.
He's
Where
trying to
they
get out.
where they forget that it's a
I
pull
can't
open
get
door,
the
not a
fuck
push.
out.
Remember
Don't
that?
close the door. Yeah, that's a great bit.
Yeah. That's
He's trying to
like,
get
I've
out.
seen videos of that where like the robbers.
Yeah,
just
keep
forget
shooting
to
it,
pull
stupid.
open.
There's a big fucking thing in the way.
He's
hope
seen it in the
something
movie. He's
Oh
gonna
my God,
get
it's gonna
ricocheted, isn't
ricochet and hit you in the nuts.
I hope it. I hope.
he? He's gonna get ricocheted. I
No.
think so. I'm calling that. That's my
Not
bet.
yet.
No, he's gonna have a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
You got temper tantrum. I got ricochet. What do you got, Trippy?
All right.
I said Ricochet too.
This is a new kind of
Fuck, I'm
porn
going
in
to jail,
town.
bro.
New kind of porn.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm going to jail, bro.
Contact
Yeah.
warning.
No,
I am
they
an
go back to
adult,
him.
and
No.
I want to do
Stop
this.
it.
He's spanking her,
What
right?
the
Oh my!
fuck? It's
I've seen
useless.
this. I've seen this
It's
before.
like puppet porn, but not disturbing.
Stop it. Why is this thing glitching on me? Are you changing videos a lot? Is that why? Oh my
No.
God! That's why I asked you if I'm an adult. That's why. I need one right now. And don't you tell me you're an adult, Irate. I swear to God.
I knew there was a reason I
You're a
had
bag of lie. Why, dude? Talk about boning. What the?
Zell,
Indeed.
my ID says
All right,
I'm
hold
an
on.
adult.
No.
Your
Okay.
ID says what?
I said my ID says
Watch
I'm
this.
an adult.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, homie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got it rigged
Yeah.
with a coat hanger and a spoon.
I like it.
That was cute. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
That's
Just texting this
Okay,
homie
Tim,
he's
but
having some
Jesus, you're
watermelon.
like so unimpressed when guys are trying to impress you all the time.
Pretty
You
sick.
do that for you.
I know.
All right, and then another viral video. God damn, it keeps. I don't know why it's doing that. All right.
Dude, Van Rock.
Van
loves
Rock
our
is
my, it came
going,
back.
dude.
Came back again. Man, somebody shoot. I mean, no,
No,
never mind.
what the
Oh
fuck?
shit! He
Oh,
can't
no.
beat Van Rock.
Oh damn!
What? No,
Apple
Van Rock,
cider.
you have to respond.
Oh, it's a Wayne's brother.
Oh, it's
I forgot
Marlon.
this guy's name. Oh, okay.
Missed that one. All right, watch that. That was practice. That was practice. You ready? Wah!
Oh, he's wasted.
Ah, it's Black Tom.
He's
Oh my
fucking
God.
wasted.
Yep.
Oh,
Ow.
dude, look how puffy
He's
his
lit.
face is. He's been on
Yo,
shit.
challenge.
He's
Fuck you,
Probably
challenge.
smoke.
There we go.
That's Jason
There's the man.
Statham.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
watch. He
Statham
is definitely
legitimately knows his
trained.
fucking kicks, dude.
yeah, the cat's all the way on.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that cap was all
He
the way
actually
on,
has
but
really
that
good
man-
form.
Perry
And that
is
guy's like
bomb.
pushing 50.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Statham
You know
Yeah,
he's
he is.
stunt tribe.
dude.
Is
This
that
guy too. I can't remember who it is, but he's
Wolverine?
badass.
McGregor?
It's Wolverine.
It's the
Definitely
original.
Wolverine.
No, it's
Conor
he's
McGregor.
like a body stunt double guy. He's really like
No, that's Conor McGregor, isn't it?
Yeah.
King
No.
Jamal.
he's too young. That's too young.
No, that
No,
was.
that's not. No,
definitely
that's not Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's old.
Are you sure? That's
Yes.
Conor McGregor.
That is not Conor McGregor.
That was Conor McGregor.
No, Conor McGregor's almost 80.
Okay, guys.
He's not on
that's
What?
the guy's name on the video.
For Zell, that's the number I have to use, Prosper.
Well, it says-
Oh my
By the way, Andrew Yang, the presidential candidate, did it.
Okay. Whoosh.
Blindfolded. Holy shit.
That wasn't Andrew Yang.
No, but
No.
he has done it.
Was
as
that
well.
Donnie Yen? I don't know who the
I
fuck
don't know
that
who
was.
any of these fucking people are.
I don't
Shut
know.
I don't
up!
know.
But that was Conor McGregor.
Except for Jason Statham.
It was not.
He's
Yeah.
not pushing 80. Do you know
Come
who
on,
Conor
he's-
McGregor is?
You're talking about the MMA fighter.
Yes!
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the actor.
No,
Oh my god, I thought you were talking about the
Conor McGregor.
character. There can be only one Highlander. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
Double kick.
I ain't gonna fuck with that guy.
Is that,
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nope, that wasn't even his place.
Run, Deadpool.
That's the Suicide Forest, I
Oh,
think.
wow, tornado.
This guy
Oh,
wins,
my
huh?
God!
That's Japan. Are you expecting him to not do it?
He did a heel tornado. That's,
Yes, it's
he
Japan.
wins. He wins.
That's why it says that.
Yep.
All right, he
That
won.
was incredible.
That was
Yeah.
nice. Most of them were.
I only know that kick
Some of them
because
were
I
just
Hold on a
played
funny.
second.
Shenmue.
All right.
Because I'm
Bagel
a fucking
bastard.
nerd.
I don't know.
Finally.
Why is
This
your
guy-
family
Oh.
gonna say, oh, you're 5 feet
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
You should be dead.
Mighty Man.
That's okay.
I've got both angles.
Talk up. Relax.
Women in general have said it on dating sites.
You'll get a
You think
bagel,
I'm
Talk
making that
up.
shit up?
You can warm it up in the microwave with some mayonnaise.
He's like
All right,
Richard
talking like
Dreyfuss'
Sounds like you,
midget
Zell.
stunt double.
Zell, is that your dad?
You're not God.
Aw.
Irate?
Oh my God.
I just said
Wow,
that
is
this
this,
guy.
did
Why you gotta do
Napoleon
that,
just
Ray?
freak out?
You wanna
Every
step
time I think we're
outside?
friends,
Did we
Irate.
just find tiny Italian Napoleon?
Hashtag manlet.
Shut up, too. She's like a fuck.
Holy
Hey guys, you gotta leave him
dude.
alone, okay? This is the leader of the Lollipop Guild that you're making fun of right now. He represents the
Actually,
Lollipop Guild.
why do I imagine like that? That's Spectre right there. That's exactly how I feel Spectre would be trying to get a bagel.
Hey.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
he's getting filmed to film here, man.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
he's
it
all
goes
over
on.
the news. You know he's all over the news, right, Timma?
What?
There's one where
He's
he's
all over
outside.
the news now already.
Oh, is
Yeah.
he? I
This
don't
is
watch
viral.
everything.
This is
Yeah, he's done for.
No, he already had like a sit-down interview with some YouTuber and just
Yeah.
talks about all the stuff and
He's already had like 25 interviews. Like he's still
yeah?
going.
wow. He was
And
on
is he
Frog
bitching
Streamer
about being
on that
short and
pod.
being being clowned by
Frog
women?
talked about
He
him.
hates that he's short and gets treated
Yep.
like shit for being short, and he's
Well, then
just
quit
as
acting
angry.
like-
He's just as angry in his interviews as he is in that video.
thought block.
Never mind, guys. I don't know what just happened, but this is now.
Thought block.
Shit.
Hi, Moody.
Okay. Okay.
Get
This
your
is what
cardio
Zell
in,
does.
guys.
All right.
This is what Zell looks like on camera, guys.
I would fuck me so hard, dude. Like, oh my god. I'm cool with
It looks
Yeah.
really uncomfortable to wear your shorts wrong like that, though.
I'm what
I think I
Tim,
saw-
can you please be quiet? You're hurting
Yeah.
the chub.
Well, and she's Brazilian. This YouTuber,
Okay.
Instagrammer.
Oh my.
Yeah, her name is Sophia Guiara.
Wait. How old is she?
I have
How
no
old is
idea.
she?
I have no idea.
She looks
Oh.
like she's at least 19 or 20. Looking
This is
at
what
her.
happens when
Okay.
Germans and South Americans get together.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, more of that needs to happen.
Yeah, my husband said when he was in Brazil that he'd never seen more beautiful women. He said,
Oh, yes.
he said the men, nah, but the
Yeah,
women,
not so
holy
much,
shit.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And,
my
and it's like
Lord.
vice versa in Italy. A
So,
friend
good
of
night,
my
everyone.
mom's had
This
said
is
the
the
men are
rest of
great.
the episode.
I think I saw at least
Greece
3
is
lips.
like that, too.
I saw at least 3 lips this video.
I heard Greece has like uggos, like that it's full of uggos.
It's
Good-looking
either or.
men, good-looking men, but not good-looking women. That the kind
Okay.
flip side. Well,
I
it's
think
it's
it's
the
the
size
nose.
of the
Oh
nose. to
my!
the
Oh
size
my! Oh my!
face.
You're gonna do something to Zell.
I'm so glad I'm old.
Dude, like I am stroking it tonight, man. When we're done with this episode, I am rubbing the skin off my dick.
I'm so glad I'm married.
Holy moly, dude.
Don't make it weird, guys. Trippy, do not make
Prospero, I
this weird.
apologize.
I won't trust me. It's cool.
You okay, Prospero?
Holy
Yeah, I'm
shit!
fine.
I need to put my dick in a pussy. Holy shit! It's
Holy-
been too long.
Oh, good
well.
lord.
All right,
You
now
do.
hold on.
We all do.
All right, these girls from last week, they were the
Yay.
winners, and this is their final.
is this?
This is the final round of the
love that
Russian
they're-
ass slapping competition.
I still love the green
Wow.
extension she has.
Yeah, this
They're
was-
going too soft. I don't buy it. She's going
It
too
gets-
soft.
it
Dude,
goes
look at
up.
their shoulders.
It
I
picks
don't
up.
buy this bullshit. They're going
It
too
picks up.
soft.
Watch.
Evidently, there's one where guys are hitting each other in the arm. So I gotta
They
find
look
that.
buff though, man.
Yeah, these are.
You can see the shake, man.
Yeah, you
know.
can
Like
imagine
that.
why they
Not
made
hit
it to
that
the
hard.
semifinals when they both went against each other, in the quarterfinals.
Like we said last week, they're both tensed up, so you're not gonna see much
One
of
on
the
the
shake.
left, man. She's got a fucking hot face.
Well, look at her ass.
The
Just
one in
tighten
black
that
or
shit
white?
up.
The one on the right has the ass. The one on the right has the ass.
Okay, so the one with the green hair?
The one on the white kind of looks like Ursula Andress from back in the day.
No, this was
Cool one.
this wasn't a real contest. They
It
were
keeps going.
Oh no,
Really?
it's a real contest.
They fuck each other up.
Okay.
No, it's like the slapping contest stuff.
Yeah,
I
listen.
know. I know.
Just on the
This
booty.
one's got to be listened to, man, to be believed. I'm gonna turn it up.
Oh no. What is this? Oh no.
This is.
They look like dumb broads.
This is a British
I'm sorry. If this is
British
California,
reality.
I'm sorry.
No, it's British reality TV.
Oh God, it's worse.
Actually Scotland. Is it? Seriously?
I didn't know. Oh my god.
Dublin's Ireland. Did you know that?
Is Italy in Rome or Rome in Italy?
Yes. Rome is in Italy. Rome is the
Oh.
capital of Italy.
No.
Is it? Is Barcelona in Rome?
Oh,
Barcelona is in Italy.
I thought it was Spanish.
What?
Barcelona's in Italy.
Rome's capital
Didn't know where stuff was. Look at all.
Oh God, damn it!
Trippy, your girlfriend's back.
Yummy
I don't
yummy
think
pizza
Zell's-
from Tanetta.
I think Zell's penis is gonna make it, guys.
God damn it, dude. I know. I just
He's
gotta
gonna
keep
make it.
remembering that girl, and I'll be alright.
I don't think you're gonna make it.
The only slice I truly like costs more than a buck or two.
Well, this is someone in dirty like that last
Go
time.
out, it's buy, buy, buy.
Right.
Me this and that and more.
That's electrical tape.
I was trying to figure out what the fuck is on his body, dude.
Yeah, it's electrical
I thought it was
tape.
starters, but no, it's electrical tape. Okay. Wow. Apparently he doesn't mind pickles.
Yummy, 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 yummy pizza. Yummy, 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 yummy. Tonight's the
Yummy, yummy
night
pizza.
to
Okay.
teach
This
you.
guy-
I'm glad you're enjoying this, Cyrus.
Never want to eat again.
Glad you're having a good fucking time. Thank you, man.
I led you with
Hey, I like John Waters too, so go fuck yourself.
Why does he only move 1 foot, man?
as of tonight. Oh, we will part.
What the
He's
hell?
trying to express his love.
Oh, yummy, yummy,
I'm like-
yummy, yummy pizza.
It's
Not
like,
so
oh,
yummy.
never mind. I'm not even gonna go there.
What?
Going out,
I was gonna make a dig about the people that suck.
you were nothing new.
It's not worth it. This is so disgusting and cringe. It can't even be equated.
This is just like
It's almost awesome.
it's a historic artifact of what internet culture. I mean, this is rich. I love this shit.
This is
The
like
weirder
what
the
You
better.
love this shit.
Buck
I do.
or Buzz. What's his name? Buff. Buff.
Oh,
Well,
I'll take one.
Uzi just hit me on the back of the head and said, "This is from Carl."
Buff girl.
Carl, does Carl know what you?
Pretty please.
This musical interlude brought to you by Weirdness.
It's like white, creepy, gay Biff or Buff. Can't you see Biff?
Well, yeah, we definitely know he likes to suck cock from last week.
Apparently.
So, yeah.
Okay, all right. So you just said it. Okay.
Oh, the previous one was really awful. It would have really upset yourself.
This is a thing. Like you guys watch this guy's content, like fans.
There's
It's
certain
better than
things.
diapers
There's
and glue, dude.
Yeah,
It's better than diapers and
Yes,
glue.
it is.
well, and that's
Marginally,
kind of
but it's
right. There's like repetitive type, not gags, but videos that I like to come back to. Just and then of course there's your flyby from an F-22 and an F-18.
I love things that go boom. Percussive power is fucking awesome, people.
It is. All right, and this thought was giving a tutorial. Okay, so we need to listen to her.
No, you line and then you.
Is her lip gonna just start bleeding? Wait a minute. I think I know who this is. Yeah.
And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
Well, what this?
This was live.
earthquake. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I know it. I know it.
I
She's
love it.
upset about the makeup, isn't she?
Yeah,
It was a
there's
fake earthquake.
yeah
That was a
pe-
real earthquake.
That was
No,
the
it was
second.
fake. The
Yeah,
set
people-
she's on. Yeah.
That feels
some,
fake.
Yeah, some people are saying it's fake. Some people are saying it's not. There's controversy. That's why I put it in.
Well, I live in California. I know how earthquakes feel and look, and that was just a little too much, too sudden.
Right. So how is it? Since you're a resident expert.
Well, it would just slowly get there. Like it's not like a giant's punching your fucking room. It's just
Right.
It depends on the depth, though, doesn't it?
It depends on
It
the earthquake.
depends, but I've lived in California all my life, and I've never ever experienced an earthquake like that, and I've experienced a bad one.
Okay.
I have. I grew up in California. Lived there until I was over 30. And
One
I
that
lived
was
on the
that
sandbar.
sudden and that harsh.
Yes, I lived on the sandbar, part of
don't
the San
know.
Andreas
All
Fault.
right.
So at the tip end. So you would get little 4-point
I'm
earthquakes.
publicly
that would
calling
last.
Tim a bag of lies.
Okay. They
All
would
right,
last
the one we
the
had
maybe
in
5 seconds, and they would just plop.
the one we
I
had
still
in
think
Louisa
That's so
County.
short.
The one we
Do you
had in
still think it's
Louisa.
fake though? Do you agree with me?
It's too short.
Zell,
That's it. That's the okay. Yeah, too short. There you go. That's
y'all
a better
don't
way to put
interrupt each other. Now be nice. We all
it.
friends.
Sorry, I tend to do that, man.
Yes,
I'm
you
sorry,
do.
man.
We're Californians. We're assholes. It's okay.
Whatever.
All right, Prospero, you had a point?
Oh, the one that we had out of Louisa hit hard like that when it hit, because it felt like heavy machinery was moving directly underneath the floor, and the the Olive Station guard and the grocery store I was in started swinging wildly,
Weird.
almost from the start. It was a shallow enough earthquake that it was felt from Toronto down into South Carolina.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say it stopping short was a giveaway, but also it's either fake or her house is made of cardboard.
Well, it might be that she's in one of those older, taller buildings out there in the Inland Empire. You know, they had back when there was a base out there for what was it, Camp Davis? I think it's the name of it, Camp Tracy or Camp Davis. I can never remember. It's a name. And there's a whole bunch of cinder block housing that was never built to earthquake standard, and it was all grandfathered. And you'll ride like that on an earthquake in one of those. You will.
I still think it's fake.
It's bad. It's too short.
Yeah.
The earthquake lasted almost a minute.
That's
Right.
a good point. Yeah, that's
Right.
probably what I was thinking.
The first one, or the second one.
Both were very long.
The person that made this video upped it with this question. What are
wrong with
these
all these-
fucking people doing? Okay,
Why-
because
what's
this
up
is
with all the
outside.
wire?
This is outside of. I know this is outside of this guy's sister's house, and she took this video, and she wants to know what's happening. Well, look at the people. And you tell me. I've looked in the tree. I've searched the tree.
Why are they scribing in the air? They're scribing in the air. What are they doing? They're casting spells.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
No,
are
they're
they doing
casting
sign language?
spells. No, they're casting spells. That's how you do spell casting. For certain sects, that's spell casting. Yep, they are casting. What the fuck? That's like Aleister Crowley level shit. What are they doing?
What the fuck is this?
It's like something out of the Necronomicon. It's so retarded. What?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go kick these people in the fucking head for making people like me look bad? Fuck me. Fuck you people. Take your Kabbalic retardation and go away.
Hey,
They're super serial.
Don't spit on your own beliefs. They're trying to make
I don't
stuff
follow
happen
the
with
Cabal, I
magic.
follow the Celts. Fuck
They
that.
might be blessing the road.
No, they are not. No, that is some sort of, they're trying to disperse
Yeah,
something.
it looks like the blonde is overseeing them too, and the pink.
Yeah.
I
She's witchy mama.
It's like, what the fuck's going on?
And I mean, like
Dude, I have almost 30 years experience practicing. I know when I see somebody casting a spell and they were trying to
Right.
disperse something. I don't
That's
know
what
what.
I was
Oh
thinking that.
God!
Yeah,
Oh my
Oh
God.
God, this is
Okay.
disgusting.
Yeah.
I gotta look away, man.
We were
I can't-
talking about these chicks a couple weeks
Oh.
ago and like how they wipe their ass and shit like that.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Sexy long nails.
And they're always fat, which makes it worse.
You know what ruined long nails for me was Steve-O when he drank that beer that flowed through the nails.
You're not a goddess. Honey, you're a creep.
No, you're just a walking experiment in microbiology. No,
I remember that, Zell.
Doing long nails when I went and took a class on how.
And not a lick of coke in the room.
Well, how could you? Look at all the shit on the nail.
I know. It's just it's not like the old opium nails.
Well, and it's like,
From China,
okay, at least look
it's-
like a motherfucking swami or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's just revolting.
The twisting is gross.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ah!
It am nasty.
Spider ass
Oh
bitches.
God, that's
Yeah.
so disgusting and gross. Do you know what? Oh God, oh God, oh God.
How do these women take care of themselves at night?
Hey guys, look, it's Trisha Paytas if she got a diet.
So how much does it cost to get a manicure from, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
That's a
expensive
spaghetti.
shit, you know? Got to use a can of house paint. Paint the fucking
Ew. Ew.
That's gross, isn't it?
No, it's like
Ashy Larry.
I can't even give you a
Ashy
figure,
Larry.
but I swear to God.
Ashy Larry. Ashy. Look at her lips. I'm sorry if that's makeup.
That's because she can't put no goddamn lotion on with them fingernails. It just soaks into the nail.
Do people
Tell 'em,
lotion their
girl.
lips?
All right, we're going to go to the next video.
That's nasty.
This is Walmart or something like it. I don't know
like
what
a gun
country
in
it's
that
in.
guy.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Bam.
That was
Where
like
are
an
the
Ace
people?
Hardware, dude. That's like an Ace Hardware or Lowe's or something.
Holy crap! That guy got
Fatality.
way back. Holy
That guy got
shit.
bloated up.
What the fuck? What blew up?
You see her step back right before it happened?
Something
Almost like
dropped.
she knew what was going on.
Like
Right.
she saw something hit the ground, like it was a
You
bomb.
see
That's
the-
water.
oh shit, that's blood
It's
right
water.
there.
it's water. Yeah.
That's a shitload of water that came through the window or the door.
Crazy. Maybe a
That's
flood
what that
or
was.
something?
Not even.
Maybe they were.
I don't know.
on
It was quick.
fire.
That's like
And there's a
being
water.
it's like being hit by a water spout.
Right.
Oh god!
Whoa.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Hey,
oh
what are
god,
they gonna
oh god,
find?
oh god,
Is it
oh
gonna be a
god, oh
crayon?
god. No, it's gonna be a goddamn thing that's alive, like a flying insect of some sort.
Oh no!
Is.
Total
It's
Recall.
China.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting the thing, the implant
You'd be
in.
shocked at how big your
Come on,
nose
Phil
is.
Hagen. You've got to give these people air.
You got to breathe.
You got to get them air.
Oh,
Get
I'm
through
not
the
doing
chopper.
it. Oh fuck you! It's a giant ass thing. It's a leech.
It's a leech.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
Here, dude, you want it back?
No, you know what you do? You eat it. You got to show it who's boss.
Consider this a divorce.
God, trippy.
it's a big old. I wonder how long that was in there.
So you would think it was booger flavored or something, Trippy?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Or you
gross.
snort it. There you go. That's how you
Poor
took
guy's
it.
eyes watering and shit. It's gonna
They
fall
could've
out of his
let-
head.
They didn't
God,
use
I
any
like
kind of numbing agent on him or
That's not
anything. They just
fucking
let's go get
cool.
this motherfucker. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I
I
think he
guess
was
you
more
could say
desperate to get it
we're
out than
leeching
anything.
off his content.
Anh cho cái lọ đấy em cầm về.
Oh
He's
my
gonna
God.
copy strike it.
Nãy cặp mấy phát nó
And this is for Tema or Trippy.
Huh?
Oh,
Wait,
you.
Nah.
Come on, dude. What the hell?
Force Zelda to watch
At
this.
least there's no glue.
Not yet. What's what? What the fuck?
What?
It's a fart. It's a fart.
God damn it. I know.
I'm that much of a child, okay? I'm that
Alright.
much of a fucking. Just not. Yep, not grown up.
Good thing my diapers are airtight.
Oh, no.
Oh, good.
No.
Carl will recognize this. This is
No.
Oh, this is my era.
This looks
yeah, this
familiar.
is fun. This is fun here. Everybody's
looks
having fun.
familiar.
When the guitar player jumps up, he kicks the singer in the face.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no.
He's sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man.
And it's so like what they do,
listen
dude.
to
And
the
you see how
chant.
he's loud, and then he drops his guitar and hits him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
The whole crowd is
Oh,
chanting.
that's awesome. And they're all playing around. Dude, no, this was my generation. And look, the other guy jumps
Yeah.
up and starts playing bass and shit.
I went
What
to so
the
many house
fuck?
parties that look like this,
Dude,
man.
this- yeah,
Yeah, me
this
too.
was like every Friday and Saturday night in the mountains when I was a
You
kid.
guys are nuts.
Yes. Why do you think my kids are unafraid of fucking
Punk is
anything
fun,
that comes
man.
I don't know anything about your kid.
You know,
Punk
this is
fun.
basically why people don't have to fear the white ethno state. If you think about it, it'll just be that.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh
white,
no, it'll be this. This is
And
fantastic.
this. And shit like this. Yeah.
Oh
a
no.
pair of drunks duking it out in the parking lot.
One's less drunk.
Oh! You got some good face shots there. Oh.
Yeah.
Pink.
I was gonna make a joke
I'm
about
so
you getting
drunk I
footage.
can't feel my face. Fucking swelling and bleeding already.
Oh yeah, he's gushing.
I was gonna make a joke about this
And
being
there go his
fighting, but
pants.
both of these guys are just
Oh,
getting
In
down.
with. Oh, and there goes his
okay.
ankle.
Hey,
He's gonna
y'all
fix that
might need
tomorrow.
to.
yeah, he got a couple face shots.
Sort of. It was that bitch punch where you would use the inside of your
Yeah.
fist and you don't hit
Yeah.
very hard.
Oh, great. Now he's breaking the guy's
Still
arm.
bleeding bad though. Are they just gonna pass out like that? No.
And an old dude just rides by on his
Yeah.
good old days.
This is rap.
Yeah, now somebody needs to beat the
Yeah,
fuck
that-
out of him
that's
for
a-
kicking the guy in the head.
Was there no kick? Because I think they were saying no
Nobody in their fucking face. You don't kick nobody in their fucking face.
Oh, these are skaters. You don't kick
Oh,
somebody
okay.
in your face. These are skaters.
You don't kick nobody in their
Body was just
Well, just it's you don't kick them in the face. When, yeah, it's their skaters.
Dylan, let's go. Dylan.
Look at everybody's shoes.
I will fuck your
I don't know, man. That's kind of stupid. Like, if you get into a fight where you can bleed at any point, everything's
Oh,
game.
then he goes for the gigantic dude with dreadlocks. Are you retarded?
Yeah. He's fucked up. All right, check this
What-
out.
what- I
Listen,
don't know.
listen to this kid.
Stupid. Oh my god.
Shit!
Oh, kicked his little ass.
Damn! Damn!
Shit.
And knock the fuck out.
Oh, whoop his ass.
Yeah, well, I'm saying the kid would have been knocked the fuck out.
Dang, made him tear up there.
You gotta go up to him and be like, hey, you wanna know
whoop
what
that
that feels
little
like?
boy's ass, and then he would have held up a wall
Yeah,
for
the guy
40
acted like
minutes,
he
man.
almost kind of deserved it.
Hey, Ryder.
Hey, TM Ryder.
It's
What's up?
super rare for the kid to be the one who abuses the father.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
Oh, you got some good ones.
Yeah, happy birthday to Ryder, Sister Purple Butterfly.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Piccolo.
Happy birthday.
Lotus
Happy
Wolf.
birthday, happy birthday.
Hello, Pink Hello.
If your wife is watching
Happy
too, Piccolo,
birthday
hello
to
to the
you.
Brine Press.
hello to Blinds and to Pink Car. Pink
this,
Carlo.
Why do I feel like the red guy's just gonna knock him out with one blow? That's okay. That's
so
where I'm
much
betting.
smaller.
Right now. Oh,
That's
damn.
it,
Oh,
Ryan. That's it, Ryan.
oh, he did the hit kick.
Another
Hit him
head
in the
kick.
back of the head.
Fucking coward that gets lucky
back
is
of the
always
head.
going to go in and go for more because they're a coward and they're scared they're actually going to get their ass kicked.
Well, that one was low.
That's
That
the
one
truth.
was low.
In the back of the head.
When you're
Well,
winning, just stop.
Hit it with the shoe. Come on.
Now you're in the lovely
Sorry, just kidding.
Tropicana in Atlantic City.
Okay, well, there's a reason. It's not big.
The Thought-a-Canna. Woo! Lights out.
I wanted to
Instant
call
replay.
that.
Block that bitch. Holy
Damn,
shit.
I thought she was going to throw the shoe.
Replay.
Retard.
Yeah, replay for the
You got
retard.
into the swinging distance of a dude that was 3 times your size. Are you retarded?
No. Start from the beginning, and then I want each one of you to argue whether she deserves this or not. What did she do to deserve this? What was she doing that made him do that?
Threatening
I
him
think
with
she
a
was defending the person that's on the ground.
Is that his girlfriend though, being attacked or attacking or whatever?
I don't
Probably.
know.
It looked like she was gonna hit him with a shoe, but she stopped, and then he was like,
and then he
"Really,
just
bitch?"
preemptively bitch
Not a lot of
Yeah,
detail
because if
with
a dude's
these.
lady is like being either beaten up or in the middle of a fight like that, like they're gonna do
Don't run up
anything to
to him.
protect her.
All right,
Right.
now, this is a
Yeah,
old,
that's what I don't know.
This is an old school way to handle shit is with gloves, right?
Right on, right on.
So
Okay,
they're real men.
All right, listen to this guy.
that looks like an older
Old
dude
man.
versus a younger
Yeah.
dude.
It's his son,
Really? Oh!
Yes.
or it's his neighbor, or it's somebody he mentors. Because the way he walked up and did that, that's somebody he mentors
Yeah.
that he was pissed at. And that young man thought he could step up to that older guy, and he just got handed down. That's a
Exactly.
Southern thing right there. I
That was
recognize that.
exactly. That was courtesy. That's called
That was
courtesy.
someone being
It's
taught a
you-
little lesson, huh?
Yeah, he showed him that he still make him eat
Oh!
shit. Just gave him a little smack.
These are remember the knockout game?
Yeah.
It looks like
No,
these,
no. What's the knockout game? Rewind.
This is from
Okay.
about 15 years ago, maybe.
No,
Oh, not even that. What are you talking about? What are you talking
about
about?
5
They were
years
doing
ago?
that up until the last year of Obama's presidency.
Yeah, they were
What's
doing
the
it in New York
knockout game?
City.
It's
It was-
knockout game is when a group of black people run up, find a white person, or a small group of white people, and they run up and they just punch each person until they knock them out. Usually
And
they try to do it in one hit and put
They
their
try,
head
they try to one punch them.
I never fucking heard of this shit.
It was the media was trying to cover it up. It was hundreds of people, lots were hospitalized and shit.
New York
Holy
City. I
shit.
think
Some
some guy
people
was
died.
Now
was
I want to
killed.
see it.
I mean, his head
Yeah.
hit the curb, and they were going after a lot of the black kids were going after.
Hello,
older
Brittany.
Jewish men.
Praise the bread.
Oh,
Fucking
jeez.
Just
hell.
writing praise bread.
I want to see this now.
See, guys, he's
It's an Asian chick.
Oh shit!
What the God damn, I want black bitches like this to get
Somebody jump in on
fuck
this?
yeah.
Dude, yeah, I want to kick her in the head, dude.
I want to.
Women are the worst.
Whoa. Defenseless. Go after her. She's defenseless.
Well, they've taken her shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh. She got some shit talk in her.
They hit her in the mouth. She don't care. She wants her shit back.
Somebody give me her number.
Why would she go back? Dude, she just got beat up. Why would be the point of going back kicking their asses?
Look at her. She's ready.
Oh yeah, and here come the cops.
What? A female cop. She ain't backing down.
A white lady cop, yeah.
Lockdown.
It takes a certain kind of lady to be a cop.
There go the monkeys. There they go.
And then there go all the brave bullies running away.
See, and I know how to fix that.
Being jumped by a group
Oh, how?
It's also a bunch of people.
Horses.
Stop them. Yes.
Well, bring in your mounted cops and herd them into the horses.
Well, yeah, and
People will not fuck with a horse, and a horse will not put up with that shit.
This next video is there was a trend obviously in the past 10 years in building like hotels and stuff. This is a 20-story high swimming pool with a glass bottom in it.
No.
Excuse me?
No. Absolutely fucking no.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no shit.
No.
I think
that's
I would
awesome.
do that. I think I would actually go.
I'd do it.
I
I
fucking
could
would.
totally. I would do it.
And I'm afraid of
I would
heights,
be
but I think I
heaven.
could do that.
So
Fuck that.
he's
I
no.
mean,
What we're
fuck
seeing
that.
here though is that
Fuck
he's
that.
submerged too
Fuck
while
that
he's
shit.
looking. He's submerged too, right? While he's
Yeah,
looking.
yeah, he's in the pool.
He's in the pool looking down. Okay. Just
Yeah.
checking. Making sure.
I'm Melissa.
Yeah, do it.
Trippy, we would do that, right?
Yeah, to hang out in that
Wouldn't that
pool
be
all
fucking
damn day.
awesome?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I would hate
I would
every
do it.
second of it.
Melissa says hi, Trippy. by the
Hi,
way.
Melissa.
I just
That's
said to
only-
post it.
That's only because last night in
What the
Unknown
fuck?
Archives.
This
chat-
is great. This dude is
Whoa,
using
whoa, whoa.
This dude is
He's
using
using a sanding block to cut this guy's
no,
hair.
it's a planer.
It's a planer.
It's a planer. Watch this
Yeah.
shit.
What's a planer?
All right, it's got
It's
a
what
blade.
trims. It trims wood. It trims wood.
Right,
Does it have, like,
put a straight
wood?
edge on like a
No,
door.
does it have does it have like little like if you grate cheese, like does it have little slits like that? Is
No,
that
it's just
what
got
No,
one.
it's
It's got
got a
one
razor
slit with
blade.
the
It's a
blade.
single-
Right,
single
with the
blade, yeah.
it's just sticking
Oh,
out.
one slit with a blade.
Just
Imagine
enough,
a
right.
paint scraper attached to a
Yes.
block of wood.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can see how the design now.
Oh my. Oh Jesus! Is he gonna fuck up and cut him, or?
Apparently not. It looks like homie's been doing this for a minute.
That's
It's
what I
so
was gonna
crazy.
say. It
That's
looks
why
like
this
he's
is so fun, man.
Yeah. It looks like a fast way to get it done. To be fair,
I'll let him cut my
I'll
hair.
stick with clippers.
I'll let him do it.
I'll stick.
I'll
with
do
clippers.
that while I'm in that pool with Trippy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we'll get the same haircut.
Not him again.
Jean-Claude Van Rock is back.
This is Van Rock is our intermission now on.
Oh.
Oh,
And
God
now it's
almighty.
Back to crazy. No. Bad. Ah!
What in the Jesus? No.
What's the matter with you? Like, I've never asked you that before. Like,
What? You found the shit that like laced 4chan back in slash.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell? Oh, see, this shit since my son was in high school. It's fucking wild.
why do I picture that this is Scooby's mom?
What do you think he got his mask wearing from?
OMG. Maybe it's Tara. The young
Meanwhile, Uzi's
She's
thirsty.
too skinny.
Yeah, they're fixed.
Yeah, there we go. Here's
Damn,
Uzi's
dude.
intermission.
I'm with Uzi. I'm with Uzi after that swimming pool.
I don't even drink.
And that's that for the video portion of the show. I hope everybody enjoyed. That was pretty crazy, wasn't it? That was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty awful, man.
It was
At least nobody got shot
excruciating.
to death tonight. So.
You know, at least
so
we
I
didn't
can
watch a
exit
woman
my-
sit
You know,
there and move
I-
separately from her legs this time.
I
So there
actually,
is that.
I took 2 videos out, and
Yes.
one of them was a police-involved shooting in New Orleans. So, yeah.
So I can exit my circle, Irate?
Yes, sir. You sure may. Yes, we do not in my circle now. We will
Yeah,
use
we gotta
it
be careful.
this time
shooting
next week.
guys. Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Melissa probably only said hi earlier, Irate, because I said last night in UA's chat, I was like, the S Melissa stands for sexy.
Mm.
Oh.
Probably. You know.
She is. She's one hot mama, so you better not fuck with her.
That's right.
Well, no, I'm not. See, I tell my mom didn't raise a fool,
There's a hot
and
chick
that
around us?
ended up with Trippy's not afraid to run away from a woman. See,
That's right.
Good boy.
it's my life motto. It's my life
That's
motto.
right, man.
Because you
Not
got your
afraid.
mom, so there's not a woman out in the world that's going to scare you.
Oh, no.
She's
The whole
taught
thing
you
is,
how to not, because you've got your mom. She's taught you how to not be afraid of women. I said that wrong.
well,
Next
well,
step
okay.
is to get
Not that I'm not
nudes.
afraid of them. I just know when to run, and I'm not scared if anybody sees me running from a woman. I have my reasons.
It's the Kenny Rogers method of women. You
Kenny
gotta know
Rogers story.
when to hold them.
Can
Go
I,
ahead.
can I give you guys a
Go
Kenny?
for it. Spin it. Yeah.
Kenny, is it Kenny Rogers or Kenny Loggins? Which one had gray hair and a beard in the 80s?
That's Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. Okay, I was 7 or 8 years old, and we were at McClintock's in San Luis Obispo County, and I walked by the men's restroom, and they had these wide French saloon doors that went into the parlor lobby area of the men's restroom that they had same thing
Yeah.
for the women's restroom. And the door swung open, and my little face saw Kenny Rogers standing there with a comb, with his shirt open wide, and he was fluffing his chest hair with
I
his
thought
comb.
He was
I thought you were
picking his
gonna be
chest hair like an
something else.
afro.
I thought that was going somewhere else. I'm with
Same here.
Fluffing his chest hair.
I thought it was going to be more traumatic than that, but we'll go with
It
that.
was very fucking dramatic because
I thought he was fluffing that guy.
Yeah.
I was an 8-year-old
Yeah, I
girl,
bet.
and I didn't understand why the fuck the man was combing his chest hair, because all it did was make it stick through his shirt. And it was a visually terrifying thing to see this man that was supposed to be famous do this very strange,
Manly man.
First
It was-
world problems.
very, very mentally, yes, very much a first
I
world
was
problem.
scarred by a comb.
No, I was scarred by a guy that was
I was
supposed to be
scarred by
really
pubic
cool
hair on a
doing
man's
creepy
chest.
things.
Stop it.
Fucked me up, dude. I was like scared of chest hair till I was like 13. It was
Oh my
hilarious.
god.
You've got to remember, Kenny Rogers
The
came out of
way
the
he-
60s, honey. Kenny
And the-
Rogers in the first edition.
Well, yeah, I
the,
see.
the
I,
way he was doing it too. It was
Did you
almost
guys-
sexual and stuff. It was.
Did you guys watch Mad TV at all?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure.
Will Sasso's impression of Kenny Rogers was the best.
Oh yeah, dude.
But
He also
There was a great bunch of people on that show, man.
I loved Angela Johnson. Was it Angela Johnson who did Bun Queequee?
I know he did that one, dude. Randy.
Miss Swan.
And the Vietnamese nail lady.
Yeah, Miss Swan.
Was it Randy something or something Randy? The other character that Will Sasso played, so it was a singer, dude. The guy that sang the theme for Toy Story.
Oh, Randy Newman.
He's the one that. Yeah, Will Sasso is the one that did that character. Randy
I
Newman.
hate
on
Randy
set.
Newman. I'm sorry. If you like Randy Newman, I feel sorry for you. I forgive you.
And Will Sasso also does the voice for Randy Newman, like every time he's on Family Guy. It's kind of a crossover joke.
Randy
when you think
Newman.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Will Sasso voices Randy Newman on Family Guy and plays him on Mad TV.
Left
Or
foot,
played.
right foot.
Oh, I
left
loved
foot,
his Steven
right
Seagal. That was great.
Short people
yeah.
got no reason to live because they got little hands and little
Say
feet,
straight people?
and they have a hard time beating their meat. Don't want no
go
show
find more
people
about
around here.
the little Italian Napoleon. I'm gonna go find more about that guy, and I'm gonna laugh at him more.
The bagel guy?
Yeah.
Oh, leave him
His name
alone,
is Barney
Emma.
Rubble.
He's had
The
enough.
bagel man.
we haven't.
The bagel man. Oh.
That's
The
mean.
His name is
Angry
Barney
Tiny
Rubble.
Italian.
His best friend's name is Fred Flintstone. He's got a wife named Betty. What else do you need to know? It's like pissed off Barney Rubble. It's just fucking entertaining.
I know he looked great in that skin.
It looks like if you.
If
It looks
you just
like.
put a leopard skin on him, he would look great.
Yeah.
It looks like.
so
It looks like
embrace
if
the
you.
short.
If you dry cooked Geek Thulu for 2 days.
Yeah,
That's what he
pretty
looks
much.
like.
Yeah,
I
like
just
if you
want
just put
somebody-
a bit of shrink-a-dink.
I just want somebody to send him his loyal order of water buffaloes hat. At least he'll look taller from a distance.
Just get him some stilts. He'll be fine.
I had said in Cog's chat earlier, I was like, he needs to talk to Tonka and see if Tonka can hook him up with a lift guy. You know, just wearing them lifts in your wrestling boots. I mean, that guy could use some too.
I just want to laugh at the short guy. Because if you're going to have a temper
That's
tantrum
mean,
over being
Emma.
short... Really? Because people laugh at
sorry
me for
about
being
that.
female, so I can laugh at them for being short.
Well, that's actually funny though.
Well, it's actually funny that he's short and having a temper tantrum like a child.
It is true. It is. It's very cute when he gets mad, but still,
It's
I'm
adorable.
just saying. He's like 2 steps away from suicide. You want that? You want that?
No, he's fine. Didn't you see the video where he went on a date with a girl and she told him she didn't want to come in and he's like, you don't want to come in and fool around? She goes, no. And he's like, all right. So she goes, let me in the car so you can drive me home. He jumps in and he fucking leaves her standing there. And he's laughing and then he goes, let me go back around. I'm going to do it twice. So he did that. And then he just left her there. That's
So he wants to complain about being short and being snubbed by women, but that's what he does?
Atima, he told the girl, you know, if you date me and you fool around with me, I will spend $750,000 on you. And I'm like, that, dude, no wonder you can't get a date. That's not how you
I'm
talk to
looking
humans.
for my own personal prostitute. Doesn't that sound appealing to you?
That's not
Why
how
don't
you
girls like me? Shut up, cunt! Suck my dick!
Exactly. This is not how you talk to a human. You don't talk to a human that way. Or anybody else, really.
You're not an incel, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's all
You're
he is.
not an incel, you're an out hole. Like,
Man, somebody tell me where this dude lives so I can put him on my shoulders and get him a date.
so I am going to point and laugh at him a lot. His head is smaller than my left breast. I can point and laugh at him a lot.
That was so specific.
Nice.
It was.
Nice. A little slightly louder than golf clap for that.
So
nice.
apparently Carl is right-handed?
No, he's left-handed.
Well, then that doesn't make any sense.
It does if you've had 15% of the mammary gland and scar tissue removed from the right
Ah.
breast.
Okay.
And if it does not make sense, then you must quit.
Well, and also I have like 1.3 liters of implant. So
That
the
doesn't
figure
make
is very
sense.
notable.
If the
This
bra
is
don't
Chewbacca.
fit, you must do quit.
If the bra don't fit, you must push up.
Yes.
Chewbacca defense.
Just
Yeah, why
borrow
would-
from under the armpit.
Why would somebody as big as Chewbacca live on a planet Well, whatever the fuck. I don't watch Star Wars.
That
I
don't
remember
make
the
sense.
South Park. That just don't make sense. Okay.
No shit. Well, y'all, man, we're like, why we really ran over time, like by almost exactly the amount of time that Zell was
that
late.
had to come back.
Oh, wow.
Of course, I brought it back. You knew I was going there, brah.
Always trying to show
You've
up
done this thing a
fashionably
couple
late.
times. I know that shit. Wow. That's right. I'm
And then when
James
we're done
Brown.
with the stream, you know, Zell's gonna be like, "I did perfect. I'm glad I showed up late. Those guys don't know I did it on purpose."
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's just my style.
It's just
My
that. All right, well, people, let's see. Beginning with Prospero, would you like to shell out, please?
Oh, good lord. I can't because I don't have the chat open. But you can look up Minions of the Zoo, one word. It is a group I stream with every evening at 11:30. That is Monday through Sunday. I host on Thursdays, and I'm not on every night. But
It's 11:30 Eastern, people.
11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central.
That's right.
9:30 Mountain, 8:30 Pacific.
Bing. Zell Strike,
Pickles goose one off.
show.
Yep. The only thing I have to show is you're interviewing me. Do you want to just say when that is?
I don't have the date right in front of me. Let me look. Oh yeah, I am interviewing Zell the 4th of August. So yeah.
Everything on the 4th shall be revealed.
All of the things. Now,
May the
is that what
4th
we're
be
doing,
with
Zell?
you.
Is that what we're doing, Zell? We just go on Irate Show and tell him that he's interviewing us? That's how it is. Just gonna be like, you are
No, I
you
had
want
the
to or
schedule
not.
for a while.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
forced this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last second.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Pickle. Shield of mate.
I think he is doing something.
All right.
said he had to mute.
Trippypoop. Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since Pickle's not there, I'll just say Full Metal Pickle, that sounding board show. You check out that channel and the Trippycast. Our next show is Sunday, which is our most fun show. The Social Media Sundays.
Yes, that's right. That is very fun.
Everybody should try
Have we
that.
heard from Corrosive yet?
I haven't actually, so I don't know if she's just taking time off or something.
Heat it up.
It's the, you know what? The weather is nice right now. Up here, the weather's nice.
Well, you know, Belushi said that women couldn't be funny, and she's proof that he was very wrong.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Oh my
Dude,
god,
she's
one
funny
of the
as
funniest-
shit. Yeah, she's very,
I've
very,
heard-
very funny.
Yeah, dude, she's funny, and she can be that way, like off cue. You know, she doesn't
Yeah.
have to have it written down.
She's
But,
got it going on.
I mean, Atema's made me crack up with some of the stuff she said.
Yeah, I don't do it intentionally though.
Yeah,
This is
that's
me.
why I like Atema. I've heard Corrosive's pretty cool. That's you aren't cringy women.
I'm still new to Prospero, but she's funny.
Prospero's cool as shit. She's not
Oh, yeah.
from another mother.
Definitely.
Prospero is like a multifaceted gem that just you find a new glimmer of light every time you look at it.
Quit troweling it on, dude.
I got some love for everybody in this room tonight. Let's see. Boom, Tema, Chilla.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing anytime soon. I'm really hoping to get back to content creation, but I think it's going to have to wait till I can actually edit, which means it's going to have to wait till I can hold my right hand in the normal position. Other than that, you can find me at Atema the Hun on YouTube and the Tema the Hun on Twitter. But pretty much here is where I'm at right now until I get my hand back going and get school going for the kids again.
Sweet.
I thought vacation would give me more free time, and holy fuck, I was wrong.
Pickle, you there, bro?
Uh-oh.
All right, well, this is All Right Prostate, and on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central, and that's 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 Pacific, I believe, I will be on the Star Trek show that Blind Press hosts. It's all about the two-parters, and we're going to be going over the second two-part arc in Enterprise, the series. So we'll be doing that. On Sunday, I'll be interviewing Chambers of the Heart. She's been around a long time. She's seen a lot of interesting stuff on the interwebs, as well as her personal life. So it's going to be interesting. And then next week, we're going to be looking at the Bob Lazar Netflix movie, along with the Joe Rogan interview. We're going to.
Oh fuck yeah, that interview, man!
Yeah.
People gotta watch that shit.
I love Bob Lazar's stuff.
Yeah, so we're gonna get together and we're gonna talk about that. And if you're into it, come on in and we'll let you in and we'll all talk about it like we're doing right here. So, and on that note, this is R8 saying, everybody say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you here back this time. Same bat time, same bat channel. See y'all later.
Every week on Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern, the Creem Stream, the weekly world news for YouTube. Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern, the ice cream interviews. Fascinating people, fascinating people. Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, hot takes with the Butter Baron. Watching horrible shit so you don't have to. Subscribe to Irate Prostate now.